Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel. At this moment in time I am surrounded by a plethora of cables and wires, guitar wires, USB wires, headphone wires, PSVR wires, move controller charger leads, all kinds of wires right about now. And the frustrating thing is that most of them are black. So if I put them on my sofa, which is black also, and I'm looking in the dark for them, I'm pretty much fucked. But anyway, you didn't turn on my freaking video to hear my troubles. Right about now I am or have been playing quite a bit of VR over the last couple of days because I've been busy recording. In fact I've been producing an album of one of my backing singers. She decided to venture into the solo artist vein at the minute, and she's bloody good. She's got some good songs. She's a good songwriter and a very good singer. Her name is Lynn, and she'll be releasing her debut album around the first quarter of next year, produced by yours truly. You know, so that's what I've been doing over the last few days. Try to get it done by Christmas, so that I can concentrate on my album, which I'm going to be releasing by around second quarter of 2017. I took a break this year in terms of recording and concentrated more on doing shows. So that's the reason for me not recording this year. But I'm still doing what I'm doing because I feel as if I don't do anything in terms of my craft, I'm of no use to me or anybody else. So, you know, I'm all about paying it forward and just lending my craft and lending my talents to other deserving talents as well. So that's what I've been doing. But for my relaxation, I've been playing quite a bit of VR, and the one game that I always seem to come back to more than any other game is Sports Bar VR, which incidentally was known as Pool Nation VR, but they've changed the name at the last minute. And as you can see, it's a sports bar, and it features 4 different games. You got pool, you got darts, you got air hockey, and I forgot what the other one is called. Is where you either throw the ball or you roll the ball up the ramp, and you got like these bagatelle kind of compartments where the ball basically rolls in. Do you know what I mean? I think it's bagatelle is the best description for it. But I have to say, after, you know, so many weeks of possessing the PSVR, I absolutely love it. I love it. It serves its purpose. It's not something that I could play, you know, for 5-6 hours at a time. Do you know what I mean? But it's amazing of how much time goes by when you play it, because you're just so involved in the world. You know what I mean? And the good thing is that I've been encountering a lot of people that feels just as excited about VR as I do, so it makes it for a very pleasant experience. I mean, in one case I spoke with somebody and he said that he actually sold all of his games just to get the PSVR and this game. So that's dedication right there for your ass. What else has been going on in gaming news of this week? Oh yeah, Naughty Dog has decided to release co-op survival as part of Uncharted 4's DLC in mid-December. Now, forgive my memory, but I am pretty much sure that Naughty Dog stated that co-op was going to be introduced in the summer. That was my belief of the press blurb that Naughty Dog gave out. I might be wrong. But even if I'm wrong, I have to say this, and I've been saying it on a lot of forums, but the feedback that I get is, well, they've been giving a lot of free DLC and free DLC and free DLC and free DLC, and I'm saying to them, that's all well and good if you're a PvP player, or if you don't even know what were the integral modes of Uncharted franchise to begin with. I can forgive your ignorance in that respect. However, as someone that's played Uncharted 1, 2 and 3, right, you cannot fail to notice that co-op arena and co-op adventure, which were the most heavily played modes in Uncharted 3 and had a wide demographic of gamers, male, female, young and old, playing those modes, that made me a hardcore stalwart co-op gamer, or a stalwart of co-op gaming. That's like Call of Duty shipping their game without the zombie mode. Do you know what I mean? There would be uproar if that was the case. And I just stated the fact that that was missing. The co-op mode was missing in Uncharted 4. And about half a dozen people was basically trying to give me the fucking free DLC argument. And I'm thinking, these dudes haven't played Uncharted before. They've not played it. Do you know what I mean? Or they didn't give a shit about the co-op. Do you know what I mean? That's how I saw it. And they were basically telling me, well, one was suggesting to me that I was part of the problem. And I'm thinking, how the fuck can I be a part of the fucking problem if I'm basically stating the obvious? And even some other people were on my defense. I'm thankful, but I didn't need them to defend me. But they were basically saying, well, what he's trying to say is that there was features included in Uncharted 4. No, there was features included in Uncharted 3 that are not featured in Uncharted 4. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're just basically echoing what I've just said. But they were trying to tell me, well, take the fucking DLC and be thankful and shut the fuck up, in a roundabout kind of way. When in fact, they are the fucking problem to be accepting of being drip-fed stuff that should have been included in the vanilla game from day one. They're the problem, not me. And I made it a point in letting him know that. No reply. So my case stood and still stands. Talking about standing, I understand and overstand the business of gaming. You know, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, making more money than freaking Hollywood. That's something to be said about a spotty kid's pursuit in his bedroom. Do you know what I mean? From Pong to what we are playing now, VR. You know what I'm saying? I understand that it's a business that needs to basically be kept going and perpetually going and perpetually going. But I honestly think that the tide needs to turn and it needs to change. And I think it needs to change from both ends. I think it needs to change from the developer and the distributor standpoint, and it needs to fucking change from the consumer standpoint. Now, it's easy to say that about the consumer, but you can't tell a consumer how to spend his money and what to spend his money on or her money on. I get that, but what I'm saying is that from a universal standpoint, right? Pre-orders of games, right, where you get extra skins and certain weapons, and those are the things that I'm totally against. Cosmetic, yeah, but pay to win, play to win, whatever you fuck you want to call it, right? Anything that gives a gamer an advantage over another gamer, I don't really check for it, because it's bad enough games getting freaking glitched and what have you, you know, without all that shit happening in the first place. So it doesn't make it very pleasurable or, you know, enticing to be a part of, when you got some elements of gamers basically just cheating to win. It just defeats the whole object. But having said that, I think developers need to fucking ease up now. Do you know what I mean? I mean, look, 40 million freaking PS4 gamers right about now. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, if you present a game and there are fans of the game or there are fans of the franchise, they are going to buy into it. You know what I mean? You don't have to con them in order to give them a false sense of security. It's like Uncharted 4. When Uncharted 4 was due to, well, in fact, when Uncharted 4 was announced, I had no qualms I was going to buy into that shit. And that was on the basis of me thinking, okay, they're going to carry on from Uncharted 3 and they're going to improve on that. In fact, they're going to probably add more to Uncharted 4 than they did with Uncharted 3. That's what I was thinking. But in fact, they went the other way around. They detracted and drip fed us and gave some gamers, a lot of gamers I have to say, the false sense of security that they were giving value for money. I mean, all now I paid 60 odd pound for the triple DLC deluxe edition, digital edition, and I still feel right now that I haven't got the whole game. You know, some of my PSN friends can testify to my frustration because I made a series of countdown to Uncharted 4 videos, and you can hear my excitement in the commentaries of the video. Now it's nearly becoming a coaster. Nearly, you know, but they saved themselves, they redeemed themselves by revealing the survival co-op DLC. And there's still people thinking that, you know, they're doing their utmost in providing great DLC for us, when the reality is that shouldn't even fucking have been DLC. That should have been part of the vanilla game. Co-op should have been there from day fucking one. And I stated that I think that it was a rush job, them releasing the game without co-op. And I had the most fucking abuse from some people, basically suggesting to me again that I'm the fucking problem. And I'm thinking, hold on a second, are you really an Uncharted aficionado, or just a Naughty Dog aficionado, or a Naughty Dog apologist? Because I have to admit, you know, I was once a Naughty Dog apologist, but not no more. Fuck that, you know what I mean? They've made enough money to know better at the end of the day. I mean, they're trying to fucking make a movie and they can't fucking get a director to fucking make it. You know what I'm saying? You know, so already I know there's problems. Amy Hennig leaving. That's got to tell you some fucking shit right there. You know what I mean? So Naughty Dog is not the all beloved, all hallowed game developer that we once knew them to be. You know what I mean? Where business is concerned, hombre and amigos, right? Things can change. Things can change and people can change and games can change. So despite all of that, I'm happy of the forthcoming survival co-op that's going to be coming to Uncharted 4 in mid-December. 7 fucking months late, but better than never. And finally, I want to thank the United States of America for importing the madness that is called Black Friday. Now, don't even get me started on the politicized symbolism of Black Friday. I haven't got enough time on my video for that, and it's a different subject matter altogether. So I won't even get into the deep thinking or the deep knowledge of where Black Friday came from. But I will say this, for those who are basically looking to get the best deals right about now, be careful. You don't have to be waiting until freaking 11:30 to be trampling over other stupid ass motherfuckers to get a flat screen 4K TV. You can do all your shopping online right now. You don't have to get into that madness. However, this is what I'm going to suggest, right? When you see deals featured in Amazon, Game, wherever, right? Always look on the recommended retail price and look on the going price, because sometimes they can mislead you in thinking that you're going to get 65% off an item that was originally sold for £1,000 but is now going to be sold at £550, right? You can be easily misled, but if you look and see the going price is £630, then you're not getting much of a deal after all, because the markdown is not that substantial. But you have to check out the recommended retail price and the going price and the sale price. Don't just look at the RRP, because you will just be spending money that you didn't have to spend. Don't get me wrong, there are good deals around, you know what I'm saying? But for what gamers want, which is TVs, right now 4K TVs carrying the swing right about now. So, you know, if you're looking for a nice 4K TV or any TV or any electronics, any gadgets, anything whatsoever, don't be duped into basically going into a sale item that is not a sale item based upon the percentage between the recommended retail price and the going price and the sale price. That's all I have to say. But anyway, that's it for me for now. Just want to say thank you for watching, thank you for stopping by, and as always, you done know the coup. Whatever the game, media, platform, format, genre, happy gaming, that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. And until I catch you on the next one, please stay blessed. Megan.